Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Cikgu Pang online class. So today we are going to talk about the problem solving in KSSM mathematics. Yeah, let's get started. All right. So all of you have already learned about the Pythagoras theorem in this chapter. And today we are going to solve the problem solving question using John Dewey model, right? So before that, we have to know our learning goals for today. The first learning goal is after this class, you should be able to describe the steps of problem solving method in John Dewey model. And the second learning goal is to solve the Pythagoras theorem problem using this John Dewey model. Okay. All right, so this is the step in problem solving by using a John Dewey model, which quite different with Polya models because it consists of 5 steps. So the first step is confront the problem. So what is the meaning of this? It is look and read at the question, at the problem. And the second step is diagnose or define the problem. So here you have to understand the problem. And the third step is inventory several solution, means that you have to find the right solution, propose the right way to solve this problem. The fourth step is the conjecture consequence of solution, which means you have to do the calculation. And the last step, we have to test the consequence. So in other words, test the consequence means that you have to recheck the answer to check whether the problem is solved. Yeah. All right, so let's look at the example. Okay, this is the question that extract from the Form 1 textbook. Let's look at this diagram. And the diagram shows a ladder PQ. Okay, so PQ is a ladder leaning against the wall. So this gray color things is the wall. So the ladder is 2.5 meter long and the base of the ladder is 0.7 meter away from the wall. When the tops of the ladder slide down a distance of h meter, the base of the ladder become 1.5 meter away from the wall. Find the value of h. So now we have to look at this picture and try to think what can we obtain from this picture and also this word question. Right. So do you still remember our first step? First step, have to confront the problem. We have to look and read. So look at it, read the question, and now we have to try to analyze the information that we can get from this question and what is the information that we have to find out ourselves. So let's move to step 2. So after you understand the question, you know that you should draw 2 right angle triangle, which is the base with 0.7 meter and the base with 1.5 meter. So we draw it and label the known information. So from this picture, we know we have to find x. And then we find h. So now we can move to step 3 already. So step 3, inventory several solution. That means we try different solution to get the answer for this problem. So solution 1, we can try to use the formula that we learned in Pythagoras theorem and apply the equation to get the answer. So from this picture, we can see that if we want to get h, we can use deduction. That means we use the longer distance to minus the shorter distance here. Whereas the solution 2 we can use is a comparison. That means we compare 2 right angle triangle here. Okay, then we already have 2 solutions for this problem. Step 4, we have to carry out the calculation. Okay, for this conjecture consequence of solution means that we have to determine is the solution works or not for our problem, right? So for solution 1, we use deduction. That means we find this longer distance first. Then we can get this longer distance is 2.4. Then the shorter one is 2. So we take the longer one to minus the shorter one, and we will get the answer h equal to 0.4 meter. Okay, then let's try about solution 2. So now we can try solution 2. We use comparison. That means both of them, we put it in left hand side and right hand side to see whether the answer is equal or not. Right, so h plus x, then we use the Pythagoras theorem here, and then we will get that h plus 2.4 equals to x here is 2. Then now we have to know this unknown. Then we minus it, and we'll get that h is equal to 0.4 meter. That means in this step, solution 1 and solution 2, both of them can get the same answer for this problem. Then we can move to the step 5, the last step of John Dewey model. That means we have to recheck the answer, whether this 0.4 meter is the answer of h. So the first part, we can check the value of x. So we plug in the value of x into the Pythagoras formula. Then from here, this step, we can prove that x is actually equals to 2.0. That means the value of x is correct. Then we still have to check whether h is correct or not. So now we have to use this step, let h plus x equal to b, then b equals to 2.4. Again, we use this Pythagoras theorem formula, and then we apply it. Since x is equal to 2, then h plus x equals to b, 0.4 plus 2.0 equals to 2.4. Left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. It proves that h is 0.4. So to summarize this problem solving, we can see that there's 5 steps in this model that we can try to use. It's a little bit different with Polya model, but still there's a similarity there where you have to propose solution, a strategy, and then you have to check the answer. So that's all for my class today. Thank you, everyone, and hope you all can try to apply this John Dewey model in your problem solving question. Yeah. So before I end the class, you all have to think that whether you already achieved the goals of today. Can you repeat the 5 steps of John Dewey model? If you're able to repeat the 5 steps and describe it, then you already achieved the learning goals 1. And the second one, you can use this John Dewey model problem solving step to solve the problem. If you could describe every details in all steps and apply it, that means you already achieved the learning goals. Yeah. So that's all for today class. Thank you everyone. See you in next class. Bye bye.